Have you ever thought of your grocery cart as like an armory, or your kitchen as your own personal pharmacy? Well, today we're going to dive into this really revolutionary idea that the food we eat can be one of our most powerful tools in the fight for our own health.
So let's just jump right in with a question that literally stopped millions of people in their tracks when it was first posed by physician-scientist Dr. William Li. It's a bold question for sure, but it gets right to the very heart of what we're exploring today, the incredible untapped power that's just sitting there on our plates. And this is the man himself, Dr. William Li. His whole philosophy is that our bodies already come with this amazing built-in army. We're not trying to invent some new defense from scratch, we're just learning how to activate the one we were born with, using food as the ignition key.
Okay, so the very first step here is a pretty major mental shift. For so long, we've been taught to see food as just fuel. Calories in, energy out. But what the science is showing us now is that it is so much more than that.
As the president of the Angiogenesis Foundation and the author of Eat to Beat Disease, Dr. Li's life's work is all about how specific foods can interact with our biology right down at the cellular level. We're talking about getting to the root cause of diseases, not just slapping a bandage on the symptoms after the fact.
So how does this actually work? Well, Dr. Li has identified 5 core health defense systems that our bodies use to keep us healthy. You can think of these as the 5 main branches of your own internal armed forces, and they're always on guard.
All right, here they are. First, angiogenesis, which controls how our bodies grow blood vessels, super important. Then there's regeneration, our amazing ability to heal using stem cells. Our microbiome, which is like a bustling inner ecosystem. DNA protection, the system that guards our genetic blueprint from damage. And of course, immunity, our familiar frontline defense. Each one of these is a critical pillar of our health.
Now, I want you to just look at this number for a second. 39 trillion. Just let that sink in. What on earth could that possibly represent inside of our bodies?
That, my friends, is the number of beneficial bacteria living in and on you right this very moment. It's your microbiome. And this isn't just some random collection of germs, it's a super sophisticated ecosystem, almost like an internal garden that influences everything from your immune system to your mood. Keeping this garden healthy is absolutely essential. So how does something like a blueberry actually talk to your immune system? What's the secret ingredient here? Well, the answer, in a big way, comes down to these incredible natural compounds found in plants called polyphenols.
You can think of polyphenols as the active ingredients in so many plant-based foods. They would give fruits and veggies their vibrant colors, and they act as really powerful antioxidants. But most importantly, they're the messengers that actually communicate with our 5 defense systems.
And you know what the best part is? These aren't some exotic, hard-to-find ingredients you have to order online. We're talking about the flavonoids in your onions and blueberries, or the phenolic acids in your apples and cherries. Chances are you're already eating these foods. The key is just to be a little more intentional about it.
But here's the reality check. A recent health survey found that a staggering 97.2% of adults are not eating the recommended 5 portions of fruits and vegetables a day. That means the vast majority of us are leaving our body's best defenses just sitting on the sidelines.
And here's what happens as a result. A study from 2024 found a direct link. As you can see right here, patients dealing with hypertension had significantly lower polyphenol intake. This isn't just a theory, folks. This is what the data is showing us right now. Okay, so we get it. We need more of these foods in our lives. But how do we choose the best ones? Where do we even start? Let's turn all this science into a practical, real-world shopping list. See, Dr. Li's whole approach is about cutting through all the noise. Instead of chasing the latest superfood trend or some wellness fad you saw online, the goal is to focus on foods with actual, hard, scientific evidence showing they can activate our body's defense systems. It's really about evidence over hype. And to make this a lot easier, he breaks down these exceptional foods into 4 really memorable categories. Now, these aren't scientific terms, but they're a fantastic way to think about building a diverse, health-promoting diet. Let's start with a really fun one, the jaw droppers. These are foods with surprising, totally unexpected health benefits. And yep, you are seeing that right. Beer contains a polyphenol called xanthohumol, which studies have actually shown has anti-cancer effects. Now, this is not a license to overdo it, of course, but it just goes to show you that health benefits can pop up in the most unexpected places. And then you've got the grand slammers.
These are the true all-stars, the MVPs of the food world. A food like the humble blueberry is a grand slam because it contains compounds that positively influence all 5 of your body's health defense systems. I mean, that's an incredible amount of power packed into one little fruit.
So, are you feeling inspired yet? Good, because all this knowledge is only powerful if you actually apply it. So let's make this incredibly simple with a recipe that you can whip up in literally the next 5 minutes.
This is it, a high-protein blueberry kale smoothie. We've got our Grand Slammer blueberries and kale, which is jam-packed with flavonoids. Soy milk adds a nice protein boost, and flax seeds bring in those beneficial lignans. You just combine everything in a blender, hit the button, and you're done. It genuinely does not get any easier than that.
And hey, don't let a missing ingredient stop you. This is totally customizable. Spinach works great if you're out of kale. Avocado can replace the banana for that amazing creamy texture. The goal here is just to start incorporating these foods into your routine in a way that actually works for you. So let's land the plane here. The big takeaway from all of this isn't about restriction or following some complicated diet. It's about adding. It's about asking yourself this one simple question. What's one new food you'll add to your plate this week to help your body fight for you?